Welcome back to Tea Drinkers FC. You currently join me in the strongest position we have ever been in, sitting at the top of League Two, 73 points, with Notts kind of close by, but we do have those two games in hand, which is huge. We start off today against Big Crew Alexandria. They are currently sitting 19th. However, after looking at the pre-match report on them, they have won 3 out of their last 5 games, which if it lets you know that they're going to put up a fight, and they may have faced top boys in the league and their team's starting to form together. So we're just going to have to push hard for this. The squad, we're going to have to do a quick change. I believe we're still rocking the Warren, or kind of the secondary team, because all our boys retired against being Accrington. So we're going to have to bring a few players back. So Jackson's going to go back up top. Big Brown's going to swap in for Gale. Morgan's going to come on the park again, and we need to swap our centre back again. Our leader of men, Giles, also needs to pop in his back right position. But yeah, apart from that, the team is looking strong. We need to save that because this team is incredible. So we will just jump into this first game looking for another 3 points, hopefully extend that lead or at least get a draw, because no matter what, points is what we need, because those two games in hand could be huge for us. But yeah, let's just jump into this first game. Come on, the boys. We join the action in the first half with Tea Drinkers picking up the ball. Big Jackson playing a lovely wee ball out to Brown, who has a wee run at the defender, drawing him in, finds big boy Jackson, again draws the other player in, and Aladdin scuffs the shot but gets lucky as the ball falls back to him. Should have been scoring that first time, but we'll take the mistake. You got to get lucky in football, and that was very lucky. We join the action with big Aladdin picking up the ball again, finds Perisic, who decides he wants to have a wee run at the defenders, and that pace that he has, it's too quick for League Two, and that is shown there. Bro is a touch of class as well to get that shot off. The composure, impressive from the big man himself. We join Big Crew Alexandria picking up the ball in the midfield. And to be fair, a nice wee bit of skill from the AI. Again, they do surprise you. And that was a lovely cut back there to find Big Hemming, who you're not going to get past Fofana, big man. That man is in form and you can't stop him. A nice wee cross in. We luckily win it for the first time in our lives, winning a cross. Brown has a chance to run, almost gets caught, but just has a nice burst of pace just to get past the defender. But his stamina is running low, but luckily there's a wee ball roll inside, finds Jackson, and Jackson on the green time. You ain't stopping those. He is probably the most clinical player in this league, if not in the world. Ballon d'Or winner will be this bro. We pick up Brown. Brown finds Jackson again, who does the unselfish things, finds Aladdin, who rifles it past the goalie. What a shot. And honestly, the performance these boys are putting in, it is the first half, 4 goals. Just shows you we play for the badge and we want this win. We need this win, is more like what we want to say. Unselfish play, again, you could say the boring shot, but again, we're not here to be the most elegant. We're here to win. Apart from that pass, which is absolutely sensational, and he's done it again. A green time from our boy Jackson, who honestly you can't stop right now. Like, that pass was actually very nice as well, but the angle was cut so fine, and he managed to just fire it across goal. Maybe without the green time that wouldn't have gone in. Maybe it would, but we really got to thank the green time finishing from myself. Anyway, we joined the ball with Big Perisic making a run through the middle. Looks for a wee chip to Aladdin. Or sorry, Jackson. Jackson just can't get the finish though. Almost a naughty finish and a naughty chip as well. Big Crew Alexandria are trying to get some dignity back, and they play a nice wee bit of football. They get unlucky with the wee bobble there. They're still able to get a ball in, and it's Big Giles from the back post trying to save us. But we got lucky because that is a big boy, and Giles had to fight for his life. We have another chance for Big Tea Drinkers. Jackson picks up the ball and just kind of controls the midfield a bit. Finds Big Howarth who's just come on, who does an interesting bit of skill, but hey, it works. We take it. Who finds Big Perisic, and if that much room, that much space, we know he's going to score that, making it 6-0, the final result, making it huge, 3 points in the league. And yeah, pretty much just puts us in great standing for our next game. So let's just push on to that. Game we have, it's against Big Newport. That game is again an important one because as we can see here, Big Notts they've got to win, and Colchester looks like they've got to win as well. So they're keeping a chase on us. They are the two horses in the race we can see them just on our peripheral, keeping their heads in the race. But all we've got to do is just keep winning, and we can do this. What we'll do is we'll have a look at Newport's kind of lineup, just see what we're working against. If it's a five back, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to push them aside, to be honest with you. Again, a five back, and the two crucial players for them are their left back and CDM. That just means, I mean, look at, there's no one up front for them, which is always an issue. And oh, last five matches, five draws is crazy. Let's hope it's not us, because we definitely could do with a win just to eke this gap away from from Big Knots and Colchester. But without further ado, let's jump into this thriller. First versus 21st. We start off this game with a chance for tea drinkers. Big Aladdin does a nice wee flick around the defender and smacks it across goal. Unfortunately, it just goes wide of the post. This man is trying to keep the goal streak alive, but he is struggling from the start of that shot anyway. Perisic picks the ball, nice wee fake shot around the defender, and he's just got that burst of pace. Could have been a foul, and if he goes down, I think that could have been a pen, but he just kicks it wide of the goal. Unfortunate again for us. Uh, I mean, Newport, a little bit of luck here, and then he's kind of just roaming around the box. I just give him a bit too much room, and to be fair, what a shot. You can't really, you can't say much about that. Again, it was just poor defending, giving him the space to do it, but it is a beauty to hit in that top right. So fair play to Newport. They're on the attack again. A good wee ball again. There's just so much space in between the two like centre mids, so we need to work on that. And that's a lovely pass as well, and somehow that has gone wide. We are lucky that is not a 2-0 lead for them. Giles starts off a wee attack though. Brown picks up the ball, finds Big Jackson, who does a lovely turn, a beautiful turn, and look how much space he's done. And oh, he just wait too long before I take the shot. Just a bit too long. Take that before that's a good goal. Big Smith, what a challenge though, because if they got past it, would have been a break. Perisic decides he's just gonna have a run for his life. Lovely bit of skill and just ball control. Finds Big Aladdin in so much space, and he gets his goal. Bro fires it across a goal this time, and he gets it in the back of the net, which is what was needed, because if we were to go 2-0 down, it's a scary situation. Weird clearance. Again, we managed to pick up the ball, finds Big Brown. Brown's like, you know what, I'll find Jackson on, I'll have a run myself. Able to get past the defender, and then I tried to green time it. I got greedy, snatched at the shot, did a wee yellow stinker, and unfortunately it goes past the net. Not much that can be done there. Now we've got Newport on the attack, and I do a big mistake here with my defender and just kind of open it up for him to make the run, and we don't have the pace to counteract that. Good run, good pass, and it just leads to them taking the 2-1 lead, which is not what we want, because we are in such a tight position. We need to be getting every point available we can. You join us in the 85th minute, a poor clearance from Newport. Big round is a 1, and here comes the 2 with Jackson. Beautiful play, and he just dinks it across net. Quite a cheeky finish, if you ask me. Maybe that just showed you that you don't need to green time it to get a goal. If you just a wee dink, a wee off the toe, even the manager's up to celebrate. Come on, boys, we love that. It is a huge goal, to be honest. We need as many points as we can get, so being able to scrape one off Newport, which is a team we should technically be beating, but again, like we say, these boys are fighting. This team haven't lost a game in 5 games, and they get. I've just realised they had five draws before this, and they've just picked up another one. Unfortunately for us, in the last second we did try. I've kind of just spoiled all that there, but Jackson did try. We were able to get the ball to Perisic as well, just near the end. But unfortunately for myself, I do a mistake here where I tried to just smack it across goal and get a green time finish just to ensure it went in, but unfortunately it didn't. But there we go, another draw for Newport, a draw for us, giving us a point. Again, we need points, so we'll take anything we can get, but unfortunately it's not a win. This has now meant that we're still sitting top, but the gap between Colchester has loosened. Only 2 points in it. They're putting the pressure on. We definitely need to ensure this next game against Swindon is a bit easier for us, because we need to guarantee ourselves points. That is pretty much where we're at. And you may be like, oh, we've got 2 games in hand. All that happens is for me to lose these 2 games or to draw one, and then this advantage just goes. As you can see in the calendar, the gap between games is small, and there's only like 5 games left now. So it shows you it's really important for us to get better. And having these small gaps really screws us as well. Let's just have a wee look. It looks like one of our younger players is being able to apply a new role, which is always positive. We love being able to progress our youngsters and hopefully bring them into the next team. Again, I think they're all a bit far away. Only a few ones like Big Donaldson will be able to jump into it soon. But yeah, let's jump into the game. We're going to have to change up the team a little bit. As you can see, we're struggling a bit when it comes to stamina. We're going to put big Nagy left mid and then big Robertson in place of Perisic in that right back position. Swap the centre backs. Big Gashy's been complaining, so he gets his wee game. Big Howard is on. Brown's going to come off, and we'll give our star man Gale an opportunity as well. We'll put Big Quinks on for Jackson, give him a rest, and then at some point we'll swap the two front strikers about, bring Jackson on for Aladdin, probably in the later part of the game. But apart from that, this is a team we're going to rock and hopefully give Swindon a hard match. We start off with them getting an opportunity though, which is quite scary. A lovely wee pass. I opened up so much room by moving Giles, and Gashi just does a wee mistake. I do put a foot in there, so I'm quite lucky I didn't get a red, to be honest with you. Again, they're putting on pressure. It's a good wee pass inside, to be honest. Not really much to do in regards to blocking it. Again, the defence is nowhere, and just shows as they put in a lovely strike. Fofana couldn't really do much about that, and it's a bit unfair to even blame him, to be honest. Again, they just seem to be working it so well. I seem to maybe be struggling. The team's not gelling as much as I needed. A lovely pass. Fofana saves the day. A bit of a criminal shot, to be honest, because that was nowhere apart from at him. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Naji did a good run up the wide. We find big Quinson, who does good to get round the player. And I try to green time it, destroy the shot opportunity, but he still gets in the back of the net, which is huge because, again, we need to stop this thing of going down 2-0, because if so, we will probably lose. Smith did a good job there. Find big Aladdin, who does a bit of running as well. Find big Quingson, who does a lovely touch around the player. Has the pace to get round. Obviously, it's a goal. Oh, wait, it's not. It's just so frustrating because he's so good, but he just can't finish. Big Smith, again, it just shows you why, even though he's quite slow, why we still keep him in the team. We find big Quingson again, who goes, you know what, I'm not shooting, let's pass it to Aladdin. And Aladdin, of course, he finishes that. If he didn't, I'd be worried. But I also feel Quinson's not finishing that at the way he shoots. But yeah, he does well to draw in the tackles, draw in the goalkeeper, and just a wee pass into the back of the net. Beautiful. Swindon putting the pressure on us, though. They definitely seem to be a team that are trying to prove themselves against the top boys in the league. A lovely way of passing and a lovely touch as well. I mean, the angle's a bit disgusting. I maybe could have called out Fofana to stop that, but not much that can really be done there. Big Gale gets absolutely halved. Apparently, that's not a free kick, but it is what it is. Swindon are applying the pressure. They know that, we're looking for this goal, and I've created such an opportunity by pulling Gashi out of position. Smith's now out of position as well, leading to so much room for their Smith. And yeah, they get their 3-1 goal, or 3-2, sorry, making it pretty hard for us to even pull this back. There's a little bit of time left though, and obviously we're going to push to get this goal because we need as many points as we can. Big Jackson doing all he can with little stamina, gets absolutely halved. That is a red, and it is a red. Thank the Lord. It gives big Naji a chance to get a goal here, maybe pull a wee draw for us, which is huge. I went for the cheeky. I can't lie, I went for the outside the boot finish. These are normally unreal. And to be fair, that would have been going top right, but unfortunately just the power wasn't there. And there's when we maybe hope I should have subbed on Perisic because that boy should have shot. And then what happened? We now sit second. Big Colchester have had 2 victories in a row, putting them top, and MK Dons out of nowhere have put themselves third. And they also have a game in hand against the top group, so they could put pressure on us as well if we were to win. If we were to lose, our game in hand, because they're sitting right behind us. It just means we've now got to be clinical. Unfortunately, stamina is going to kill us. We are not going to be able to have the teams to fight these boys. We just got to pray we can put in the good performances. Barrow sitting 10th for our next game is going to be hard as well. It's just a tough league, and we need that top 3 spot at least to get the automatic promotion. Obviously, we want the title, but anything we can do to hit that is going to be important. But it has been a pleasure for this episode, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.